final piece. Hey friends, welcome to another edition of Montana Haven. Another video, another episode. We hope you enjoy it. In this episode here, we are actually finishing up the subfloor in Montana. And our goal here is to get all our decks done. And then we're going to be done. Our last video from last week showed us showing up to the job site here, and none of this was here. We just had concrete walls. So last week we got everything done that you see here. So this week we're going to be probably about 2 days. And then we're going to be done. Then we're going to be heading home to Alaska. So I think on this video, you're going to get us finishing this deck and probably driving back home to Alaska. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for following along. And as always, thanks for subscribing and for following us and liking this. So join us and let's get started here. Well, we're getting her done. It's not even lunchtime and we almost got this side completed. Pretty sweet. I gotta show you that quick drive gun real quick. Now that right there is how you screw down a deck. I'm telling you what. That is fast. Oh, that is fast. What a warm day it's turning out to be. Blue skies. All the rain we had over the weekend, it just dumped. So what we got to do is we're starting out here now. This area. It's like about an 18 or 20 foot deck, I think. 19 foot something deck here. And then we got to finish that. Now we're missing an LVL beam for that. So today's Memorial Day actually, so we aren't able to get anything today. So hopefully tomorrow. Check this out. It was so warm this morning. And we just got done eating lunch. It was completely blue skies. Now look at these dark clouds that are rolling in. And there's thunder rolling in the distance. We just felt a couple drops. So it might get some relief. It was really warm, so maybe it'll actually cool off a bit, which would be nice. But we're getting a lot done. I see no reason why we shouldn't finish up by tomorrow. This entire side deck is done. And we're almost 1/2 of the way on the front. Not quite. It's going so good. Looking great. Hear that thunder? Awesome. Love to hear that. We don't hear that much in Alaska, actually.
think you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, kind of take a little cell door.
Consider more, yeah.
Well, hey guys, we're back and we're gonna finish this job up today. My phone died last night, so I wasn't able to finish it. The videoing really. But we were actually able to find this beam here, which is the wrong cut we had made, and we were able to get that thing. So that's awesome. Now we can finish this framing, get our decking on, and then put fascia all the way around, and it's gonna be a wrap. We're looking forward to finishing it. Could be, I think, a full day, and it's just, look at the blue sky. Just absolutely glorious day here, and yep, just the sun is bright this morning. Got a serious sunburn yesterday, but it's a good day. We're looking forward to wrapping it up. Check it out, we put the last screws in. It's lunchtime. Love it. Next thing we gotta do is we gotta finish the fascia, wrap up, some fasteners to put on, and we're done. Be a couple more hours though, but it's getting there. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Here, I'll let you.
You want me to do
The honor to. We are finally on the last piece of fascia here. It's not quite fitting for some reason. And here we go. This should work. Boom. Final piece. Okay, ready, Mike. That's all the screws I got. Gotta get 2 more screws in here, and then we're done with all the fascia, and I'm so happy about that. Now, see this little gap right here? So we're still gonna put fascia all the way around that. So that's the last thing. The boys are cleaning up. We're packing up, and we'll be out of here. All right, guys, it's time for a walkthrough. This job is wrapped up. Let's see, it took, I think today's Tuesday. Yep, it took 7 days to do this thing. So I'll show you what we did. It was Michael and I and Justin and Ethan. So we got this little porch built right here. Basically when we came it was just concrete. And we framed up the floor. We put pressure seated sill plate, pressure seated sill plate down, pressure seated sill plate. And then we put this ice and water shield, and then this metal, and then we put fascia on the outside here, and OSB. Porch, a big porch all the way around. Let's go downstairs and check out the downstairs real quick. Here's our beam system up here. 2x10 pressure treated joists. Here's his beautiful basement. It's going to be nice. Big basement. And not much to see in that room. It's pretty dark. And same in that room right there. Here's his stairwell coming down. Got that framed out for him. Okay, well, it's another cooker here in Montana, and tomorrow morning we head for Alaska. So probably tomorrow noon. Coming down, we saw some amazing animals, just a lot of bear. We saw lynx, bighorn sheep, Dall sheep, and just a lot of cool animals, porcupines. So yeah, thanks so much for watching Montana Haven, and I can't wait to get back home to Alaska. Okay guys, well, check this out. The job is done. Tomorrow we're heading back home, and I just had to do a quick shot of our home here in Montana, and man, it's beautiful. I forget how beautiful it is here. Makes me actually a little bit homesick, you know. So I'm gonna just do a quick walkthrough and show you a couple things here. I know a lot of you have already seen our home. If you followed us on, watched our previous videos, you know all about it. But this is a vacation rental, and if you guys want to actually stay here, and we have people in here right now. And during the summer, it's really busy. During the winter time, it's also beautiful here, but it's not nearly as busy. So, and the rates are lower. So if you guys want to come check it out. But yeah, I'll just do a quick walkthrough of this, of our home here. I know, like I said, a lot of you have seen it, but it's just, this evening is perfect. It's just beautiful. The sun is setting and the light it's amazing. So I've got to just show you the landscaping. We planted it just before we left last June. So this is almost a year old now, not quite. So it's looking really nice. We put these walks in right here. And so this is the front of the home right here. And just some more landscaping. I'll just show you a little bit what it looks like right here. And we did all this ourselves. Some lilac bushes here. It's real pretty during the evening because these solar lights come on. And I think this is going to get a lot more fuller, of course. It's just kind of starting, but it looks way better than it did last year. Yeah, just a lot of different kinds of plants here. And that's the view. We've got a big deck up front. So if you come, you can sit out here and look at the mountains and grill. And there's the moon up there. Yep, that's our home. Quite pretty, actually. So I'll let you show you the mountains. And we have a couple staying downstairs here. So they live down here and they take care of the place while we're gone, which is so nice. Just look at the mountains. And there's the sun setting. And look at these irises. It's so beautiful. This rhubarb, I'm going to dig some of this out to take home up to Alaska. So we can start some rhubarb. So we got some lupin there, some more lupin down there, and there's our grapes on trellises. And they planted a bunch of different things. Look at all our strawberries are just going crazy. I think I'm gonna dig some out and take them home with me. And here's our little garden pavilion that we built. Just to enjoy the area out here. Oh, there's a deer right there. Look at that. Yeah, it's a little buck too. It's got little antlers growing, looks like maybe. Yep. And our raspberries over here. And our, oh, there's another deer right there. White-tailed deer. Hey, deer. There's the buck. And she's like, what's wrong? Hey, mama. They're gonna have babies here in about a week. What do you think, huh? What do you think? Our raspberries here and our orchard up here. So cool. Very nice indeed. Wow. Our chicken house up here. What a beautiful evening, just a glorious evening. Well, hey guys, the journey home has started. We're a couple hours into our drive and it is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Check this out. Look at that, those mountains behind me. Let me do a full circle here. We're just getting ready to enter into Banff and Jasper National Park. Look at these mountains. That is just stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Here, there's a sign that says Radium Hot Springs right there. So there's a bunch of hot springs up here and we're just getting into that. But Banff and Jasper was really smoky when we were heading this way. And so we didn't get to see a lot of the mountains, but I'm hoping that it's gonna be a lot clearer. So yeah, it's a beautiful evening for a drive. We're gonna drive probably till midnight, find a place to camp. And here's Michael's truck that we're driving. And he went and bought this trailer here in Montana, and we're pulling that home. That's gonna be his tool trailer. So, yep, beautiful evening. Check it out, guys. There's our first grizzly bear right there. Check this out. Look at the moon right there. So we were gonna drive till like midnight, 1 a.m. And then we realized that there were no more gas stations. We're shooting for one, and then it closed at 8 p.m. So we only have like 35 miles in our tank. We can't go anywhere. We'd have to backtrack about 30 minutes, so that'd be just a waste of time. So I think we just drove up here. We're here in somewhere in Banff, I think. Yep, Banff National Park. And we just found a little side road and check the view out. It's beautiful. And we're just gonna sleep right here in the back of the trailer that we have here. So it's pretty sweet. And Michael and the others are in the truck there, in the bed of the truck. So yeah, we're just through our sleeping bags here, kind of consolidated things, and gonna call it a night, close her up, and sleep till tomorrow morning, fuel up, get some coffee, and head out of here. All right, we're loaded up, ready to hit the trail this morning. It's about 6 a.m. Had a pretty good night's sleep in the the old glamping cargo mate. A little bit hard on the old bones, but not too bad. Bones kind of get used to it after a while. So we're gonna go see if we can find some coffee and some cinnamon rolls or something, and hit the trail and probably drive for 18 hours or so. Long ways to go. Nice place to have a coffee this morning. So years ago I came here with Priscilla and Justin, Ethan, and Avalon when they were just little tykes. We didn't have Chloe yet, and we came up here at this place called Lake Louise, and a real pretty place up here. Anyways, we're gonna come into this Trailhead Cafe and see if we can get some snacks. Well, we must not have had our coffee yet because we just discovered that we drove like 45 minutes out of the way to see the scenery, I guess. So we were totally heading in the wrong direction, unfortunately. So now we're heading right back to where we started driving this morning. Oh well, it's beautiful scenery here, I guess, if nothing else. Everything is just wowzers. We are here in Jasper National Park. The vistas are just stunning. And we just stopped to take a little break and give the boys some exercise. They definitely need to go and stretch their legs. Said they can run up and down that cliff twice if they want to, work off some energy. Just beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, that's the Columbia ice fields. They go up there and drive right up on those. Pretty cool. Okay, the guys are penning me in here. I'm gonna take a quick nap in the trailer while we drive down the road. Well, it's actually pretty comfortable, but it's super loud. I don't know if I can sleep or not. I got earplugs on. But yeah, I'll give it a whirl. I'll be back here a couple hours at least. Well, hey guys, just a quick update. This is now, I don't know, this is Friday. We left on a Wednesday afternoon, and I'll talk about a little bit more, but we're here in the upper Yukon, about 100 miles or so from the Alaska border, and the scenery is just spectacular. I was taking a nap because we drove all night, and we took turns, but it's my turn to drive now again. Yeah, let me drive, Mike. I'm good. Yeah, let me drive. So, we're gonna take off and give it another shot. We're gonna get home probably about midnight, or hopefully a little earlier than that. Okay guys, you can almost see through this terrible dirty windshield, but the road is really bad here. We just got into Alaska, and you know, I heard say in Montana there's two seasons. There's winter and then there's road construction. It's kind of like that's what it is up here in this area. The road is just about 50 miles each side of the border of the Alcan Highway. It's really bad. So you can just see it's got full of potholes and just pretty rough. But we made it into Alaska, and we're thankful for that. And regarding the bug splattered windshield, you know, there's not a single mosquito on the Alcan Highway. The reason is they've all married and have had large families. We're about, what are we, Michael, about 7 hours from home, something like that?
Yeah.
Michael's driving, and look at the back seat here. Man, it is bumpy. This road is something fierce. Hopefully you don't get vertigo by watching this video. Oh my goodness, look at these guys in the back seat. They're trying to snooze. Everybody's tired. Haven't had my coffee yet. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Still waiting for my coffee.
Oh, Moose is a baby. Sure got a tiny baby.
Oh, this is so clean.
There's some moose up there. It's got a baby. Where's the baby? Did you go in the woods already? Our journey is nearing its end. I think we've got about 4.5 hours left to go. And wow, it's been quite a pretty cool journey. I must tell you, if you ever get a chance to drive from Alaska to, you know, the Northwest, like Montana or whatever, there's basically two ways to go. One is called the Cassiar Highway, and if you're going from Alaska, you go through the border into Canada, and then you go through Whitehorse, and then not too far after that, maybe a couple hours or so, you come to where the road splits, and you can go down the Cassiar Highway, and that basically goes through British Columbia on the west-hand side, or you can choose and go over towards, like, you could go through Edmonton or Grand Prairie and then down that way. But we went down the Cassiar Highway and we came up the other way through Grand Prairie. And the wildlife that we saw on this trip was just out of this world. It was like last night, so we drove all night, and Michael and I took turns taking shifts, and it was crazy. You know, like I could only drive slow because there was so many animals, and unfortunately I actually hit a deer. A deer ran out right in front of me, just boom, right outside the road, and thankfully Michael's got a really good grill guard on his truck, and it just hit it right in the head, killed it instantly, and never damaged the truck, which was grateful for that. But that was unfortunate that happened. But yeah, it was just like a gauntlet of animals. It was unbelievable that we saw so many. There's nowhere else that I've ever driven that has come close to the extravaganza, bonanza of wildlife that we saw. It's just bears and bighorn sheep and mountain goat and Dall sheep and porcupines and lynx and elk and moose. Just, it's out of this world. So if you ever get a chance to drive, please do. And when we saw all the bears was in the evening, or the animals mainly was in the evenings and the mornings. So that's a good time of day to be driving. So we're, this is another funny thing I wanted to tell you. When we came from, you know, last year when we actually moved up here, we had some trouble going through the border, and we actually had to go 3 times before we actually made it across. So it's always a little bit nerve-wracking going across the border, but this time it was kind of funny because all the COVID restrictions are off, right? So it's not that big a deal. Well, we get up to the border and I was driving, the guy kind of looks at me and he asked us some basic questions, you know, about where we're going and what we're doing and all this stuff. Then he kind of grinned and he said, "Yeah, I saw you guys on the YouTube or on the video." And he says, "Have a good day," and he let us go through. I thought that was pretty funny. So I don't know what video he saw, but he must have recognized my face, I guess. So that was a huge favor. He just let us go through. So that was really cool. Not that he shouldn't have anyways, but it was still just a blessing. Yeah, so we're getting close to home now, and the drive, I mean, I didn't even hardly video anything of the vistas never end. Like you turn every corner and it's different. It's just, there's fresh snow on the mountains here, actually, as you can tell. And it's hard to describe unless you actually come and look at the scenery. It's basically pointless to describe it because look at these mountains. Every time you turn around, there's another view just like that. So a very beautiful place, for sure. Beautiful drive. I'm sure that's probably not the last time we're going to be driving it. It's a long ways. I think it depends on, the maps kind of tell you different things, but it's definitely over 2,000 miles, maybe 2,400 miles from Alaska, from where we live, to Montana. And I'm getting different results, around 50 hours of driving time. So yeah, little ways to go for sure, but it's a beautiful drive. So I just appreciate that you guys watch this, and hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the scenery and all that. And I know the beginning, this was kind of a mixed up video. I think the beginning is when we're finishing the job in Montana, and then the second half is when we're driving up here. So thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate it, and God bless each and every one of you. And we'll finish this video out, and then we'll see you on the next video. Check out all this flooding here in Glen Allen, Alaska. Sweet. There it is. This is one random view right here. See that robin right up there in that tree? There it goes. That's so beautiful. And then just look at this vista out here. That is classic Alaska right there. And this is about, I think roughly maybe 2 hours from home right now. Just beautiful. It's like Glacier Park, but just constant like this. And look who's coming. We're on the home stretch. Yay! Woo! Nice! Hi!